Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's fine. I have one too. Oh, we are live if anyone wants to do the sound check. Oh, good.
Yep.
I forgot to mute
hello.
something.
Yep. Sorry, I'm watching an ad about grabbing. Why is this a what?
Yeah. Is yours about Subway sliders?
Yeah.
Mine too.
In the weirdest way possible.
Whoa, what just happened?
Unlike you
I
plebs,
just-
I
Whoa.
subscribe so I don't get
Oh,
commercials.
oh, well, you know.
All right.
That's weird that it
Here,
played
I'll-
one for me then.
Oh yeah, it's your stream.
Yeah, it's your own stream and you have to watch
Dang.
commercials.
Oh, I
Maybe-
accidentally muted it and then it re-advertised. I'm getting Maybelline though,
Oh, boo.
but
Oh.
maybe she was born with it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's Maybelline. Oh, the name of the session isn't a month anymore. Oh, we
true.
got through the naming
Yeah.
convention.
Also, hooray.
Harambe?
Harambe?
Whoa!
Whoa!
We've
Whoa!
got so many coming in,
Thanks,
Look at that
Randy.
Haunter! Wow.
right?
Oh,
Woo.
Oh my
And
goodness.
So many spookies.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
That is Jay Wild.
Jay Wildwolf.
Oh,
That's
I
Jenny.
wanted to have JWYLD be all one word.
Wild.
Wild.
Jwild.
Yeah, Jay Wild and Riley.
Nice.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
awesome. Well, thanks everybody. Man, hosted, subscribed. We got founders. We got the bits leader in here. Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Alright, we did it,
Hey,
everybody.
and we have a
Have good
squid.
night.
Oh, and a new emote as of recently.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
prize winners.
The prize winners.
Prize winners. I'm like very tempted to just go into other chats and just spam it just to see. Like, it's like
Not my
you don't.
prize winners.
Yeah, you don't even have to like D&D, but if you do want the best pumpkin emote around,
I
and
mean,
you wanna
honestly-
enjoy it for another 21 days, I
a
am
really
your
good
guy. I've got it right here. Hi, Squid. Oh, you can tell she's
It's
comfy.
a squid.
I'm over here frozen.
Let's
I
see.
have one of those blanket scarves in case I get too cold.
That makes
Ooh.
sense. I had a cat. He's gone.
What?
In case you get cold.
Yeah, he can sit on my lap. Oh, yep. There we go.
Oh, that's... Mine won't do.
You cut out.
Eh.
You cut out. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Did he cut out for everyone or just me?
Yeah, you did.
Everyone's kind of cutting except for...
Oh, no.
He's still doing it.
Oh.
They got Danla.
I can hear you.
Hmm.
Am I cutting in and out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it. I'm supposed to have really good internet, and I don't know I did.
Sorry. I'm getting the links sent out. So who wants to do the quick little recap about where we were right when we ended last time, and then I get to take some, whoa. Domo arigato, Dan is roboto.
I mean, accurate statement.
It's very accurate. That's good.
All right. Here, I'll take over the recap because that's what I always do. So may as well keep the tradition going.
It's true.
Previously on the Electric Dice podcast, after kind of needlessly but kind of needfully murdering Noel because he was trying to murder us first, we were like, hey, maybe we should go and kill what's his face, big powerful wannabe demon lord guy, because the creepy basement man wanted us to, and always listen to creepy guys in basements. So after we kind of awkwardly step over Noel's corpse, we head over there to kick some butt and do some awesome stuff. Along the way, we sadly lose our snaky boy friend, Z2, played by Dan Hess, who's not. I don't know if he'll be with us tonight or he's not here at present. But we were able to continue on without him and head on to fight what's his face, who sadly was guarded by 2 spooky snake dog things. Thankfully, one of them decided to mutiny. The other one didn't, so that's kind of sad. And it wound up being a pretty awesome fight. Our one and only Goose Crumplebottom, played by Riley, decided to go dancing on the ceiling for a bit, and it worked out really well because no one could hit him. It's awesome. Kaylin, if I recall, stabbed a bunch of things and shot a bunch of arrows in people's faces. A classic. Nico, I want to say, threw some fire at that guy, and considering he was made of, like, dust and burlap or something, seemed pretty effective. He was made of snakes.
Yeah, the Mr. Oogie Boogie Man of snakes.
Basically, yeah. So you were, like, setting him on fire left and right. Also, Kaylin and Nico both got caught in, like, a weird tentacle hell for a hot second there, but they got out of it. It's fine. Meanwhile, Drib, myself, was a dog, direwolf thing, and had formed, like, this real, like, nice fraternal bond with, I want to say it was Larry? What's the name of the dog?
What?
The name of the dog!
Oh, yeah, I actually do think it was Larry.
Yeah,
Interestingly
Larry and
enough.
the other unnamed dog.
Larry and other unnamed dog. And unnamed dog number 7.
Yeah. Actually, I think Larry was the one who didn't join me. It's like, come on, Larry, he has a point. Something like that. But anyway, we ended up killing him. But then, as we did, Snake Jesus awoke, freed by the one and only Z2 Garahood, who used his weird undeath soul-eating powers to bring him back. So that's cool. And then everything started collapsing, and we ran away, like Indiana Jones style. And then we're here, I think. And Dave takes over.
That's correct. Thank you, Tristan. Everyone,
Thank you.
polite golf clap for another great recap. Thank you.
I am great.
I'm upset that I don't have that drink, but other than that, we're gonna move on. Yeah,
chocolate Oreo.
Yeah, Riley got a founder's badge. Jenny got a founder's badge. Oh, claps politely. I'm not sure who else has them. I think Justin would have one. I think Aaron would have one. I'm trying to think of who else. Dana should have one. Not great technical issues. Oh no. I wanted to stop in, but I didn't make it. Okay. So, we have 2 passes and 2 fails to simplify things. Right? I got crit 20 to 19, and then a crit fail and a 9 for our dex saving throws. So, yeah, I think, Dan, because you've subbed for Twitch Prime, haven't you?
Me?
I think Dan asked, sorry. He's in chat. He's lurking. He wants to play.
Oh, is he Pink Latte?
No, that's Nelia.
Oh.
She is
Hi,
she's
Nelia.
just hanging out. She just came out of her stream, actually.
Oh, cool.
So many fun faces.
I know, everybody's hanging out in chat.
Everyone's here.
I don't know. I see the
Oh.
name Pink Latte and just think Dan S. So
This is it. This is the real question. Ian, post something in chat. Oh no! He missed. What? No! I'm gonna have to see who the. I thought we had one more spot open.
Oh no.
I wonder if I can get a list or something.
oh,
There
of like
might be
founders?
there might be a bit of a lag.
I guess that's possible. Yeah,
Is
so
it like?
I don't get to choose who they are. It's just the first 10 people that sub to the channel. It's 10 when you're a subscriber. It's 25 when you're a partner.
Gotcha.
But because the most points we've ever had were 9, so I figured we had 1 spot left because I didn't think that there were uniques. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just because, Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and figure out where the list is. I guess the other thing I can do is if it really doesn't work, we're gonna give Ian a VIP badge at least.
Aw.
Ooh.
And everybody shame AJ. Okay, sorry.
Shame.
Shame.
Okay.
Dex checks. supposed to be scary, supposed to be a cliffhanger for season 1, but miraculously you come back into season 2 and somehow everybody's fine. We open, crawling across just this reasonably desolate, not like barren, dead, dried landscape, but like mostly inhospitable. That same scrub grass with like the rolling hills and just not a lot of anything. It's still perpetually dark. It is still quiet but like malevolently hostile, right? The world is not happy with you being here, as I imagine you are not happy being here in kind. Now that being said, we had 2 fails. You, in trying to escape, like everybody kind of scampered all at once. As much as you want to like help your allies and take care of each other, it was like fight or flight, and everybody ran, right? But somehow the 2 most dexterous characters in our party got pinched by falling rocks, debris, and other such nonsense. You are currently moving at half speed, as well as taking a disadvantage to all athletics and acrobatics checks, just like anything that is like explicitly physical in that way, until such time as you are able to have proper healing. They're probably gonna have to break it and reset it, because at this point, yes, you have been traveling nearly a month across this wasteland, uncomfortably so, I might add, without most of your supplies, without your caravan, and without your friend Jitu Garahud, who apparently speaks French.
So Dave,
yo,
I do have one question though. Traveling alongside us, are there 2 snake dogs?
There are not. There is 1 pumpkin child and 1 pumpkin gourd. I don't know, Dan. What's up with your pumpkin?
It's spoopy. It's
Good.
just like an oozing pumpkin thing. Just kind of oozing its way along. Think of it like a Jabba the Hutt of pumpkins.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. So we're there.
That's no good.
Now,
Yep.
I would like to take a moment and give you... This is a month of traveling in this, like, quiet, hostile landscape. You don't have to have, like, volumes and volumes of what's been going on. But, can you tell me what has changed with your character? What's going on? What are they... Do they look, wild beard and unkept, manic? Are they keeping their cool? Have they picked up, have they made any trades? Because you haven't ran across any civilization, but you would have ran across, like, other travelers, both coming away from and potentially going to Olinsky.
I mean, not much to go to anymore.
Hot Sauce Boss, thank you for
Mikey!
subbing. Oh, is that
Thanks,
Mikey?
Mikey.
That's Mikey.
Oh, thank you, Mikey.
Hey, Mikey.
Spam those long boys.
Spam them.
Get it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got quiet.
Yeah.
Sorry, we were all excited. There's a lot of love tonight. And,
Just like-
We got excited, then immediately...
and then everybody was like, what?
Oh
Who?
I'm feeling the love in this Chili's tonight.
Oh
So
my
are we
goodness.
just say, oh
my god.
Nani.
my god.
Thank
Renee.
you. It really is a sub train. So my dream...
Oh, I don't have mine available.
My dream is to hit the 2 tier 1 emotes at 15 sub points. So we went from 4 to 7 tonight. No, we went from 3 to 7 tonight.
Oh,
So,
dang.
Thank you all.
Thanks, everyone.
What?
So, anyway, should we continue the game, or are we just, like, spread out
Nah,
like
we're just gonna keep
Let's
thanking
just
everyone.
sit here
Okay.
and get subs.
And
Not
then
our
talk about,
subs now.
talk about Jabba the
Alright.
Hutt.
Yeah,
Okay.
checks out. Subs resolve.
Yeah. Anyone responses?
I mean, I feel like Goose still has his positive demeanor, even though he's, a little bit worn down and very determined to find this paladin lady.
Yeah. Do you Okay, so you're attempting to stay upbeat. Do we see have you changed any of your outfit or anything? Do you have like a big hat? Do you have a little buckle on, or are you just like an angry face? Scowling.
Oh, he doesn't have an angry face. Oh, I'd loved him to have like a little big hat with an oversized buckle, pretty much like one of those pilgrim outfits, but just like a little bit oversized and too big for him.
Right, like we pitched it as like a witch hunter or inquisitor's outfit, but on you it just makes you look like a tiny pilgrim.
Yeah.
People keep handing you like macaroni art. Sure. So have you been having visions? Are you like just every night you go to sleep, are you seeing the same vision? Have you not been able to move past it?
I don't think it's the same vision. I think it's very infrequent that he sees like weird visions or just gets weird thoughts of violence that he never thought before. And he's very determined to bring the light back because he's pretty much blaming everything he's going through right now with the absence of Pelor.
Right, yeah.
You know, it's like once he brings the light back, maybe he won't be having these like weird thoughts and things will be light and wonderful again.
Okay. Yeah, will you roll me a D percentile? I want to know if there's any like divine connection here, or if this is just you kind of ruminating on the same sort of thing that you've been dealing with. You definitely see in across these many nights, and you're fixated wholly on like this problem, this solution. You see Sia Aura, not completely herself, right? This same sort of like this inky, oily black smoke just kind of pouring out of her eyes, right? Her hands like drenched like up to her elbows in Pelor's blood that has long since like rotted away but stayed lingering on her, right? And that sword just kind of like, it's a dream, so things don't have to make sense, right? It's like always spilling out of the scabbard, like it doesn't even want to stay like sheathed, right? Like it wants to fight and kill. But she's pouring over a map. You don't really like get a sense of her surroundings or anything, and the map is more, or maybe just as metaphorical as it is like an actual like classical map, because it shows very like Pride Rock-esque, right? Like this precipice of stone surrounding this like beautiful desert savanna grassland, right? And it's done in like charcoal and ink or something, and it feels sacred, it feels right, it feels pristine, and like like reoccurring vision style, like 2 or 3 times you see this, and every time she's just like staring at it and glaring at it, and she's like moving around, which doesn't really make sense because there's nothing to this picture, right? Like, but she's poring over it like there's some hidden text or meaning behind it, and the more she like moves around and like looks and looks around and tries to like get an understanding of what she's looking at, every time she puts her hand down or her finger or thumb touches it, right, it leaves an inky black stain on it. So like the last night you have this dream, at this point she's basically blotted out all of everything, right? Like every time she touches and handles this map, it just gets more suffuse until she's just looking at a black sheet of paper.
Cool.
Okay, all good on Goose then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, who's up next?
I can go.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you can go.
Sure. Okay.
A polite off.
So, so Nico's had some very, very bizarre shift in his demeanor. He seems almost obsessively just constantly crafting or trying to like make potions whenever he can at night. His movement's very limited, so whenever he's back at his bedroll, he's just doesn't even really talk to the party. He's just constantly mixing things, grinding things up, working with his little homunculus guy, trying to just fervently make this thing. At night, he's been having these dreams/visions as well, but his are very much just like fragments of images. He gets, goes back and forth from just like images of himself moving, but in this weird like side to side slithery fashion. He gets images of being back at the bar before they left, with the tarot reader, and just like flashes of the tarot card that he received, and back to his notebook, just all these like notes strewn everywhere, scribblings that almost don't make any sense, and he's kind of just dove in hard on making those potions, and he's just is not quite getting anywhere, and he's getting immensely frustrated with the process.
Oh, so are we seeing like the mad scientist side of him come out now?
Yeah, and kind of visually, he's like looking more haggard. He's got kind of like, it almost seems like the color of his fur is darkening to a certain extent.
Oh, I like that. What color is his fur?
It was just kind of like a gray with black stripings on it.
But now instead,
it's getting darker and like almost gets this like green hue to it.
Okay, cool. No, I love that. That's really good. So you've been working with the amber a lot. Have you been adding anything else into the potions, or is it mostly just like grinding that up and distilling it, boiling and bubbling and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, he feels like the amber is his main focus is just very intent on that, but he's tried mixing it with like parts of the pumpkin, but everything comes back to the amber as the main ingredient. So, during his travels, he's grabbed like some grave wheat, other things that he finds along the way. He knows that he has to work with that. He just doesn't know what the key is.
Okay, yeah. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, I really like that, because we talked a little about that before. What is your laboratory looking like? We get the idea, like, the scene is more about the changes that he's undergoing, but I kind of want to, like, a brief insight into what his setup is.
Oh, sure. I mean, he kind of just, like, makes it, like, on his bedroll. He just has, like, bottles everywhere. His little winged homunculus is just flying around, like, bringing things to him, like carrying like his notebook and bottles just like dropping out of his arms all the time. So he's got this kind of like portable laboratory that most of the time is taking up his entire bed space at night.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I mean, he's just bringing you any old thing he can find, because like the primary ingredient is just this amber. Yeah,
he's just like, because I can't move, or Nico can't move, he's sending homunculus out whenever he can to grab just any random ingredient he finds.
Okay, cool. Can you roll me a perception check, basically a search check?
Sure.
As you were running in like the first, maybe not a whole day, but several hours, like this stuff was thrown far and wide when this, snake unseated itself from the mountain, and even then it thrashed and stomped around the area. Okay, cool. Yeah, roll a d4 plus 1. We'll give you, because we had like a couple pieces of the amber, but you didn't have a ton. But I think it is trivial to have picked up, another few pounds of it to work with. Cool.
Yeah, I think I had 8 pieces of the amber before, so.
That sounds about right. Yeah, sounds reasonable. Okay, cool. Yes, we got you some stuff, some goodies.
Oops. Cool.
Tristan, did you want to go next?
Sure. So in all of this, Derb spent a lot of time kind of working on, previously working on his beast form and that sort of thing. That was a lot of his focus. Mm-hmm. Now he's sort of taking a minute and kind of switching gears a little bit from that. Kind of trying to cover 2 fronts. One of them, a lot of his druidic magic, looking at kind of just thinking back to the guy we just fought, the witch in the first city, like there's some of the other magic users even in the party, and how he kind of wants to be able to a little more call upon nature itself to kind of bring low that which opposes him, and has been working a little on that. And along that front, been trying to use some of that magic infuse a little bit into his little pumpkin buddy to make that stronger.
Okay.
And so generally, like, I'm assuming since the party has to rest from time to time just due to the fact that there's several party members who are pretty injured, during that he'll take notes, kind of like doing like spell practice and that sort of thing, casting, like towards the end of the day, doing like small casts of, I want to say it's just called plant growth, just specifically on his pumpkin friend.
Yeah.
Because you can technically just target as little of the area as you want, maybe like affecting some other areas around it just in his like inattentiveness. So there's just along the roads random patches of thick brambles and that sort of thing.
Okay, cool.
And possibly like one night him just trying to kind of tune in and focus on like the power of elements and inadvertently like causing a couple cracks of lightning around, possibly setting like a field on fire or something like that.
That took a turn.
Yeah. I mean, he wants to, like, what's a more powerful natural force than lightning? It's a good one to be able to control from time to time.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll me a nature check with advantage. I want to know, relatively speaking, how successful it is, because you were just like, you're just like grinding Blossom. Like you took a level 4 Pokemon into the Elite Four, and you're just like, you're gonna go out first every time.
Yeah, basically. So a nature check with advantage, you said?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
19.
Yeah.
All right. And that was, again, it was likely just whenever he had downtime and felt he didn't need he had the magical power to spare the spell plant growth.
He what?
That would effectively be under plant growth, and the other one being called lightning, but more as a, what secret? What secret? What secret? What secret are you at?
I'm slowly pushing it out of chat.
Oh my god.
Oh, is that just supposed to be me?
I didn't realize that showed up on the stream. Okay.
Yeah,
nobody will look at that.
Yeah, it goes to mine, because Dan did that last time, or other Dan did it last time. He sent
there were secrets?
He sent me a thing, and I was just like,
yeah, of course.
You got it. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Okay, cool. So what do you want Blossom to be able to do? Because it could already move on its own, although you were fiercely protective of it. But it was, it was like smaller than gnome size. You know what I mean? It was probably about a foot on its own.
I wouldn't mind Blossom being a little bit, I guess, like, how do I phrase it? Like, right now it's a little less focused, more just general kind of strength, being able to, if shit hits the fan, like, the way I look at it is Blossom is like the, like, original of what's hopefully gonna someday be a giant murder pumpkin army.
Oh.
Yeah. So having a strong start, and Blossom being kind of the progenitor of all of this, just like stronger, smarter, maybe a little bit larger, like $6 million man, except I've got like, except it's like the 16 gold pumpkin or something.
16 GP pumpkin. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I like that. Go ahead and roll me a D percentile.
Oof. Not the worst.
Okay, interesting. So Blossom, which is 34, has gotten as a random creature generator features of a centipede.
Okay,
So,
I like that.
So yeah, to figure out, you don't have to do it this second. How right? Is it the mandibles? Is it the many legs? Is it the limb? Is it the segmented pumpkin body? There's like multiple of them now. Like,
I kind of like the like multiple limb kind of thing with just all of the like kind of pumpkin vines, I guess would be the word.
What is that?
Sort of like the legs, sort of.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Having all like the weird little pumpkin Vine's a more stable form, you know.
Come on, Stink.
Being able to hold on for dear life whilst I'm in wolf form running around or being a bear or something.
Less of a person and now of a pumpkin scorpion.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a fun thought.
Mm-hmm. Come on, you come up? Yeah, of course you do. Here, you want to
There's
be
a
on
cat.
stream?
Cat.
Yeah, cat stream.
Nice.
Doesn't actually
Cat
want to
day.
be on stream, but if he wants to get pet, he has to be. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Squid, that leaves you. What do we see and learn about Kaylin? Sorry.
So Kaylin is probably trying to keep herself from going too far down the dark path. So she kind of distances herself from the others a little bit and tries to keep herself full on trail rations and whatever, though I'm sure they don't quite taste the same anymore.
No. It's rather disappointing, isn't it? Yeah, so I didn't finalize rules with you. I'll say right now we know about the regen in darkness, which is good, and this very nearly qualifies. If you go into a building, it's enough, basically. Or in like the 4 or 5 hours of like pitch black outside, it's enough.
I will be right back. Hold on, sorry.
Okay. Well, we're gonna skip that for a minute because I think Squid said she had to turn off her webcam for a moment. I have one final question for the group, and then somebody gets to roll a d6. Would you be sticking to like the low and rolling hills as you traveled across this place? Or would you sticking closer to what passes for like the slow, cold rivers that come off of them if you needed some sort of natural landscape to stay oriented with?
I'm fine with either one. Does anyone have any main desire for one or the other?
Probably rivers, right?
Rivers sounds decent.
Yeah, I'm with the rivers.
Oh, okay, cool. And then probably not Squid, but someone needs to roll a d6.
Danny, I'll want to do it because I have some bad luck.
Sorry for the chat.
4?
Okay.
That seems decent.
Okay, cool.
Pretty
All right,
moderate.
Squid, you got a
It's not
second to go over your thing?
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. She's probably trying to keep an ear out if they're not passing through any civilization right now, are they?
What's that?
She's probably spending a lot of time at night, like, plotting her revenge on the chessboard there, and getting angrier every day. She's thinking about how either she's gonna rescue her sister or avenge her.
Okay, gotcha. So kind of similar to Goose in that way, right? Like a little more fixated, a little more driven.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any obvious and outward physical change, or is it pretty minor currently?
Well, compared to her melted eyeballs with the electricity and stuff, it's probably pretty minor.
Yeah.
Maybe a little paler, kind of like a grayish hue to her skin.
Sure. Okay. Wow, I can't type. Okay. All right. Is that a song? Or are you just being a goof?
Oh no.
Both.
It's a song and you're being a goof?
Yeah, it's a parody.
Ah. Is that the I Wish I Was a Baller?
Yep.
Oh my god.
What song is
Yeah.
that?
Oh god, I'll have to tell you.
Okay. Because I definitely have heard it, but I don't know it. Okay, cool. So, yeah, like it's a month-ish. Okay, cool. Thanks, Avast. I literally said not this century, but cool. Thank you for that.
It's I Wish by Skilo.
Oh, Skilo, yes. They're definitely a band. It's not necessarily a month, right? It's not exactly 30 days. It's not even necessarily 28 days. We don't know how long it is because, like, time kind of loses meaning. I'm going to take some narrative control. You can stop me if it's too much. The party isn't moving with a lot of purpose. The party is like, we need to leave here because this place is terrible, but we don't know where to go. This whole ritual has never lasted this long. Usually the paladins have dragged us out of hell by now. What happened to G2? He summoned a snake god from the rocks below us, and it tore open a town and rampaged for a while. Like, things aren't great, and that's okay. But, because we talked a little bit about this, I think Goose's drive of, like, they killed Paylor, we need to save it, is kind of like enough for most people, at least for the moment. Like, he seems driven, he seems to have a direction. He doesn't know if it's right, but that's like kind of what's driving the party right now. So much so that, you kind of stick to the rivers, following the fresh water when you can, and the meager fishing that you can get out of it. Until you come across, more or less what passes as civilization. For the first time in a while, you have seen a few houses kind of right on the rocky shores of these rivers. And when I say houses, I mean like dilapidated shacks, right? Up on, maybe 3 or 4 feet of stilts to watch, not for, major flooding, but for, like minor flood, like seasonal flooding, right? Like snow coming off the mountains kind of thing. Constantine 12, thank you for the follow. I'm not sure if we know you, but either way, I hope you're enjoying the show.
Yeah. Thanks.
And then
Spam the long voice. And then I want to turn narrative control over to the party. What do you do when you discover like 2 or 3 shacks in pretty rapid succession, all of them at an obvious glance looking unused and unlimited?
We could loot them.
We're not gonna loot them. Maybe we should just see if we
Thrilling
can
arguments.
stay the night or something.
I guess. So, do we start like looking around for people?
Well, yeah. And Goose is gonna go over and kind of like start knocking on the door.
Like, I'll join him, I guess.
So you just go up and knock on the door. Just
Yeah.
okay, cool. Do you care about which door or?
Probably the closest one, the first one they go up to.
Okay. Yeah. So there's probably 2 that are like more or less the same location, relatively speaking, to the river, and then one that's a little bit smaller and a little bit further set back. Like I said, all of them, a couple stairs that creak something awful as you kind of go up on them. Oh no. I thought you had good internet, damn it.
The best.
I'm supposed to.
I know, it's okay. We just, half the party died. Yeah, okay, so you knock on the door. And when I say knock, like, this thin wooden shell of a door wavers as you knock on it, right? And, like, you can see tiny little gnome-sized, not fingerprints, obviously, but, right, like, there is dust clinging to the edge of this wall.
Does anyone answer the door?
No. After several moments, you get the distinct feeling that there is no one at this door.
I tried to open the door.
No, yeah. That.
You open it?
Yep. I type open door and hit enter.
Okay. It says the door is locked. No, I'm kidding. The door's not locked. Okay.
You do not have the key for this door.
You do not have the key for this. This door is stuck, even though it's from Fallout, and you can see it's half broken open. You can just reach over and unlock it from the other side. Anyway. I'm showing my hate. You open the door. You, I assume, look inside.
Yeah. No, I open the door with my eyes closed and run in.
Run the other way. Oh,
yeah.
Run in.
No, I run.
This appears to be by and large a single room building, right? Yeah. North, South, and Dennis. That's really good. I mean, that makes me just want to put a cat in here, truthfully. Yeah. Single room door, single room building. It looks like at one time there was a bed in like the corner, but at this point it's like been stripped bare. It's just like a wooden frame. The wooden frame does not appear to have been lacquered or treated with mineral spirits. It looks like someone spent a very long time trying to make it look nice, but...
How many corpses are in the room?
None currently.
Oh, well, that's good. So it's empty.
It looks like no one's home, but we can make this a home for now and rest up.
There's 2 more buildings.
I mean, we can check those out too, but I don't think anyone's home.
I mean, we'll see.
Should we waddles over to the next one and knocks again?
We're doing this, apparently.
Should we look for anything valuable?
Look room, take treasure?
Yeah, hold on. I type...
Search room.
Open drawer.
Take key.
You guys are absolute trolls. Go ahead and roll it with perception with advantage.
Oh, everyone or anyone in particular?
So, one person with advantage, because you're all helping.
Would y'all mind if I did?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you still have the mask, Goose? Or not Goose, Drib?
Yeah. I have it. I am not wearing it, because that mask is awesome and I'm not tossing it. Or maybe I should. That would be a cool magical look. But I probably would take it off if I'm looking for something.
Okay. Yeah, so we just see the giant Birdman poking around.
Yeah. And what did you say it was? What type of roll? Perception.
With advantage.
There it is. 23.
Okay. We really helped.
Yeah. You notice 2 things. This is in the first room or the second room? There's first building.
This was the first one.
This is still the first one. Okay. Yeah, you notice 2 things as you're kind of poking around. One, this place has been like stripped bare a dozen times before you got here. Like there is honestly and truly nothing in this room that of any value besides old wood and maybe a few nails you can pry out and keep usable. 2, as you're like giving up on the fact that there is nothing interesting or exciting in this room, you catch not what it was, but something through the window, which is broken, mind you, right, in the woods. Woods is a bit of a strong word, but there is like larger brush out past behind these houses. Something not wind moving, right? Something disturbed them as it moved through the trees, and you caught that.
Something's in the trees. It's murder time.
I think Goose is still knocking on the second shed door.
Should I try and kill it? I think I can kill it.
God damn, the party got evil as fuck.
What?
Hey, it seems like it could be a fight.
I mean, Goose would respond very upsettingly if he wasn't knocking on the shed door currently.
Big mood.
Yeah, I mean, you have also realized, Goose, that there was no one in this one either. That you could just probably go in if you would like.
Alright, I go in.
Okay. It's very similar. It actually looks like it's the exact same room that they just like inverted it to try and like make it seem like there was some variety to this world, but you can clearly see like same room.
Alright, Goose comes out. Guys, there's really nothing here.
There's something in the overbrush, whatever. That thing.
Like what? Like a deer? A moose? Oh, I hope it's a moose.
It's evil, probably.
Nico kind of like flips his head around and he's like, so go get it then.
Jeez.
Okay, cool, sure, bye. I start heading over there, and as I'm walking, cast Shillelagh.
Ah, Shillelagh.
Yeah, because it's a cantrip, and I want my magical stick blossom kind of riding draped around me like a feather boa.
Okay, so you just like, tromp into the jungle and start poking around?
Yep. Oh. Who's there?
Nico kind of like frustratingly is like, no, didn't expect him to actually go, and starts like slowly following, like keeping his eye out with a vial in his hand.
Okay. Yeah. You definitely you poke around for a little while. Like, how long do you take in to do this?
Probably I'd like at least like 15-20 minutes. I'm assuming that Goose is probably checking out the other shack or something during all this.
Okay. Yeah, so if anybody wants to interrupt or anything, let me know, because otherwise I'm gonna go to it. Yeah, it takes you a while to find it, but eventually you find, like the scene that the game is encouraging you to look for, right? You see like depressions in the ground. It's not like mud per se, but it's definitely like softer or more moist soil, right, from something that's been standing there and pacing. Nothing as obtuse as like, a still burning cigarette or anything, or like a torn journal page that says, "I'm watching them right now. They're going to the house. I think that bird saw me." But
it's not actively being written in front of us or anything.
But yeah, our Drib, you're trained in
real
nature.
Life.
Is Nico?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You can both roll then.
Jesus. Okay, well.
Cool.
I know my nature.
Yeah, Nico's like, even with an 8, you're like, it's a dog, and you don't like that, and Drib's like, no, or whatever his weird.
You know what? That's perfect. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is not, in fact, a dog, or it is a dog person, but it's a gnoll specifically.
It's Knowles.
Knoll. I thought you said mole. This makes much more sense.
I said vole.
Okay.
Vole's blood.
It's vole people.
We're gonna die.
Yeah.
Knowles do not take prisoners. They kill everybody. Oh, this is gonna be great. All right.
Goose, did you go to the third building?
Yeah.
Okay, that one is locked. You like knocked on it for a while and nothing happened. But when you tried the door, it was stuck.
Well, I want to try and jimmy it open. Is the door really solid, or?
Yeah. I mean, you're like, and nothing happens.
I have a lockpick. It's called Shillelagh. And
I'm
also over in the woods.
Is it like windows or something?
Nope.
I mean, they're just like a little too high for you, but yeah.
Hey, Kaylin's here, right?
Also, Goose, you can walk on walls. I probably should
Oh yeah,
remind
that's
you.
right. I just climb up the wall and look through the window.
Okay.
Yeah, Kalen's probably looking around wherever Goose is, because he seems, with his connection to Paylor, the most likely to find a way out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, so Goose just, lizard man's up the side of the thing and peeks in through the window. Now, in fairness, there is, I mean, not a curtain per se, but something has been put in front of the window to like block it out to a certain degree.
Okay.
And this one still has its windows as well.
Interesting. Well, Goose doesn't want to break in, but
I'd like to probably, along with Nico, whatever, head back to the rest of the party and inform them of the fact that we're all about to probably get our heads impaled on various stakes by gnolls. Keeping my weapon shillelagh, since I'm gonna turn around and it'll attack me probably.
I mean, maybe they're friendly.
I don't know if I'm at where you are yet, Goose.
Oh,
Thank
no?
you for your
I thought you
insight.
came back.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. Unless you guys
Okay.
want to do something real specifically.
No, I wanted to head back. I was just keeping an eye out. Yeah, there's gnolls. We're all gonna die.
Very hopeful.
Oh, come on, turn that frown upside down. It's fine.
Have you encountered gnolls before, Goose?
Maybe.
They, are super evil and murder everything.
I pet a dog once.
Yeah, dogs are great.
They're closer to hyenas.
I mean, they're also great.
Have you ever seen The Lion King, Goose?
I have, and they were just misunderstood.
And so happy.
I just wanna mention that Goose has been like overtly happy, kind of trying to mask his extreme hurt from G2 leaving, because he has a lot of experience with people that he thinks are his friends and just leave him.
Oof.
Yeah, it's cool. I got a complex. Anyway, we'll deal with that next session. So not to kill all mood and drive. Is the party interested in forcing their way into this building, or are you content to leave it?
I mean, do we have a rogue in the party with thieves' tools?
Yes.
I have thieves' tools.
You have thieves' tools too?
Yeah. We also have a rogue.
I mean, I kind of gesture to the people who have small tools made for picking locks. I'm like, wanna try it?
I guess Nico would kind of go to look at Kaylin and say, think you want to give it a shot first?
Yeah. Would that be sleight of hand?
In this edition, it is actually a tool proficiency. So it is. It's not just the proficiency. Hold on.
You get dex as well, I want to say.
Okay. So
shoot.
it's just needlessly not a skill.
Yep.
But it acts exactly as a skill.
I believe so.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so it's dex plus proficiency, because I'm assuming you took it as a thing.
I want to say rogues get it automatically.
No. I don't think so. Or maybe I'm just thinking of the expertise and the specialization.
It might be expertise.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
For some reason, I have 7 marked down as my proficiency with thieves' tools.
Ooh.
Oh, dex plus proficiency. That makes sense.
Yeah, you probably just set it to have one.
Yeah.
How'd we do?
I got a 10.
Ooh. Yeah. So as you confront this thing, I think the first thing that surprises you is just like how, relatively speaking, heavy duty it is. These tools are fine and precise, and you're used to kind of going about picking locks and everything. It's like a very delicate, I don't want to trigger a trap or a poison needle. I don't want to set off an alarm. I don't want to leave any signs of me having done this. And when you kind of you do this thing, you spend a couple minutes doing it, you're like, wow, I really have to brute force this thing and go after it, and that's probably what is really telling about it. Now, that being said, do you give Nico a chance, or do you double down?
Nah, she backs off and lets Nico give it a try.
Okay.
Shuffles forward and more carelessly throws some tools at it.
Like a hammer and a gun.
So you said dex plus proficiency?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you could use strength if you want, but your dex is better.
Oh, yeah. No.
There we go.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you do in fact, feel that satisfying ka-chunk, right, of a heavy deadbolt, right, more or less passed through the mechanism. And the whole door almost seems to swing forwards of its own accord.
And he just kind of frustrating. He throws his hands in the air. He's like, well, there you go. Get in there.
Oh my god.
What's wrong, Nico? Why are you so upset right now?
Kind of just like pauses for a moment and thinks, because Goose has always been so kind to him, and he's just like grunts and just kind of steps aside and looks off into the distance a little bit.
Thank you, Nico. And Drib heads in because, sure, he has a stick and a pumpkin. What could go wrong?
Yeah, I mean, before you even really get into the room, really kind of as the door is opened, the powerful smell of meat assaults all of your nostrils.
Like delicious meat?
No, like tanned and drying meat, as well as some blood. Not necessarily fresh, but probably not quite spoiled, just stagnant.
Oh. It's
Kaylin
probably
perks up a little bit.
Can I?
So the
Yeah, I'll pass perception. I'll hold off on the perception check for a hot second on more than just meat smell.
Yeah, it's probably about a 15 by 15, room, with 7 or 8, game animals, mostly like deer and the like, although very small, right, relatively speaking, and then several barrels, that you're kind of getting like that vinegary pickling smell off of them.
Well, they're not making jerky.
Do you think this is probably the Knowles shed?
I don't believe so. Gnolls usually eat meat raw and often rotting, if I recall. They'll. I don't think they have the patience for pickling either. Can I check the barrels and see like how securely the lids are fastened on?
Mm-hmm.
How would that be perception?
There's no danger to this. You can get up there and go there. They are crudely hewn, but they are fairly solid. Although you could, get a thing in there and pry it open if you so desired.
I so desire.
Yeah. You are confronted immediately with both eggs and fish that have been stuffed into this kind of pickling brine.
Ah, it's pickled eggs and fish, guys.
Oh, pickled herring? I love pickled herring.
Is it pickled herring, or do I recognize the fish?
I don't know what kind of fauna the Ravenloft supports. So
Big
are herring sea fish or river fish?
That is a question.
That sounds like a red herring.
Yeah, because these are river fish.
Oh, okay.
They are locally sourced, farm to shed to table.
All right. So
it's a dust trout.
Ooh.
I
want to be upset with you for making a joke, but it's very funny, and I think we're going to keep that. Salmon.
So is it possible to? So you mentioned there's a few windows; they're all intact. Do any of them face like the kind of brush that we were in earlier?
There's only one window in this one, and it is like mostly papered over. Like that whole newspaper style thing to like let in minimal light.
Yeah.
There are freshwater herrings.
I like dust trout just because it's dust out.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I guess just a general perception check on the weird building and see if there's anything I'm missing.
You're gonna what?
Just a general perception check. I want to see if I can find anything hidden or whatnot.
Yeah, you hear the dulcet tones ringing clearly through the area. You better watch what you're doing in there. You're hanging out in Tinkerpaw territory now, boy! And that rings everywhere.
I guess I poke my head out of the shack and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I mean, you don't see anything. You're like, that's right, come on real slow like. Don't make a move.
How can I come out of the building without moving?
You just gonna shut up now.
Who are you? Why not just fight? There's like 5 of us and 1 of you.
Shouldn't have told us how many you are. And then, large, like tall but like lanky, skinny. Some would even say noodly gnolls come out of the woods.
Wait, were they speaking common?
Yeah, there's 3 of them. They're all about 15-ish feet apart from each other. 2 come out right at once, and then the 3rd one comes out, and he's still tall and still lanky, but he's got like a big old beer belly, right? It's just hanging, just like a paunch over the top of his pants. 2 of them got suspenders on. One of them's got, flannel buttoned all the way up. They'll have Confederate flag tattoos. It's relevant.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so I was a little more on the fence of I guess I just kind of like call out to it's like
Ravenloft will rise again.
Ooh. Are we talking or fighting?
Like, did you eat any of that food?
No.
Then we're talking
Goose,
for now.
Like, has the fish in his hand, and he's just like,
Goose, no.
and then puts it back.
Yeah. Just come on out real slow. All 5 of you.
You had to say a number.
One of them is there's myself, a pumpkin, Goose, Dan, and Squid.
Yeah.
We don't need to
5
fight
of
them.
us.
We did break into their building,
And don't forget about what I name him, Burndlefunk.
Burndlefunk.
So the Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, Burndlefunk and your weird Jabba the Hutt pumpkin.
Yeah, I gotta name
So
that
technically 7. So I head out real slowly.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, I don't know that I can explain this any better than I already have, but if somehow you haven't gotten the message, picture gnolls that are trying to keep themselves clean and neat and tidy, but not doing a great job of it. And they are from the deep south.
So, what's... like Drip's trying to get like I don't even know. He's just like looking at the gnolls and looking at the shacks and gesturing, and his words are failing him. He's very confused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like, now like I said, boy, it's Tinklepaw territory. What do you think you're doing in our meat shed?
What was that name again?
Tinklepaw. I'm Duncan Tinklepaw. I had this plan.
Duncan Tinkerclaw. Tinker?
Tinkle.
Oh, hello.
Tinkle.
Duncan Tinkle. My name is Goose Crumplebottom.
And I go to shake his hand.
He's like, are you just going to stay back now, little one? Real little one. Holy shit, are you a gnome?
Yeah, I am.
Oh shit.
And he just slaps his knee. He's like, well, I'll be. We used to be gnomes.
What?
You used to be gnomes.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Come here, you little rascal. And you know that scene where Fat Thor is just like rubbing Rocket into his fat?
Oh.
That's exactly what happens to you. Duncan just like can't get his arms around you. He's like, oh, it's so good to see. Look at you, tiny little thing. I love this fat. And you're just mostly just belly.
So, like, you used to be gnomes?
Yeah, so, Goose, I want you to make some sort of charisma check with advantage right now, and this is going to kind of set the tone. Because he definitely let it slip, but now he's like, oh, fuck, my brothers are right there, I gotta be cool.
Alright, so this is charisma with advantage.
And then you gotta tell me what skill, or just if you're doing a straight charisma.
Are you trained in any?
I mean, straight charisma is fine, I think.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, if you had a skill, you might have more bonus, but...
I don't.
Yeah. Okay, cool, so just a straight charisma.
I mean, I got some pretty good charisma.
20, yeah, 20 is solid.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so they're feeling pretty good about you right now. Like, you came out, you didn't start a fight, you didn't break things, although you did break into, right? The other two come up, although they keep a distance, and they're doing like a low whine growl, right? Like a nervous dog or an uncomfortable dog, right? But not mad yet. And Duncan just like kind of flops down. He's just sitting kind of. Not really cross-legged, just kind of, like with one arm up on his leg and his knee and stuff, and he's like, yeah, bring it, come on in, yeah, hey, and he turns back, he's like, Oduk, get some of that food in there, we're gonna have ourselves a little meat now, yeah? And he just like, and he, walks in and then just like takes one of the deer off of the hook or something and kind of just like drags it out. Very unhygienic.
Yeah, it's fine. Drib's eating worse.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, we know, so Tinkerpaw go back generations. But yeah, old Malachi Tinkerpaw, progenitor, he's a great grandpappy. He made a deal with he who walks behind corn stalks, and now we ain't gnomes anymore, we're gnolls.
Do I know anything of the Tinklepaw name?
Roll a gnome check.
Roll a gnome check.
I think it's a D20 plus 1.
That's like a history, right?
Yeah. History
gnome cutting.
Gnome cutting. Yes, yeah, and if anyone needs that repeated, Ian's calling it out for us. He who walks behind corn stalks.
What role would it be to know what the hell he who walks behind corn stalks is?
I mean, you can roll an Arcana, but I don't know if it'll get you what you're looking for.
I'm assuming religion wouldn't have shit to do with that.
I mean, you can roll it, but you're just going to be going off of what you're hearing and not.
Okay, I'll pass then. I'll save my crit ones for something better.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, do you want me to roll something?
Yeah, history or D20 plus 1?
D20 plus 1 sounds good.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know your gnomes.
Yeah, I mean, so at least at some point, yeah, your family, when you were having, like the family reunion and 1,437 gnomes showed up, right? Somebody married into the Tinklepaw family. But they weren't gnolls, they were gnomes, but, so apparently this backwater branch, something went a little awry, right? But yeah, I mean, the name sounds reasonable. What he's saying doesn't seem weird, right? Like, and it would go a lot towards explaining why they're hanging meat and pickling things and why they're wearing clothes and talking like people and not just being savage.
So who's he who walks behind corn stalks? Thank you, Ian.
Oh man, he who walks behind corn stalks. Yeah, he's like this. I don't know, how do you put it? Like, you ever had like a friend that you like can't talk to that like lives in darkness but is really smart?
I think I know. Maybe no, not at all.
Oh, it's great. You should meet him. But that's what he who walks behind corn stalks does. He gave old Ezekiel the keys, or no, sorry, not Ezekiel, Malachi. He gave old Malachi the keys to the kingdom. I mean, it's not great because we're hungry all the time, but I like being tall.
So, I think I got it. He's really strong.
Yeah.
And lives somewhere, but not here.
Yeah,
here.
You get it.
Ah.
But like, if you go out, there's a line in the woods. No, not in the woods, in like the fields.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to cross it because you don't come back. And that's where Malachi says he's going to go one day. Into darkness.
Oh. I see.
Oh, darkness is never the way. You always gotta follow the light.
Look,
I ain't seen much light lately, man.
I try to bring a little bit wherever I can. I have these really nice pamphlets if you guys want them.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Is that gnomish printing? I ain't put my hands on a good book in an age. Oh, I should have said dog's age. Damn. I missed it. I missed it.
So do you prefer gnome puns or dog puns? Because, like...
Hell, you can now. Look at him. This guy's basically my cousin.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Yep.
Oh man, so what's it like to be tall, guys? You should pick me up. Pick me up!
Yeah, he picks you right up. He's like, look, now you're big!
Whoa! Look at me!
Right, and the other two are just like,
This is the second Pride Rock moment of the show.
It happens pretty regularly.
I'm flying, Jack! So I kind of like look over at the other gnolls and just kind of mouth, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so Oduk is just like eating a lot. And Deborah is she's just like looking back and forth at Duncan like she hates him, but that she hates you too, so she hasn't figured out who she's gonna fight first.
Sorry for it breaking into the meat shed.
Oh hell, you's just hungry, I get it. So, if you you don't mind, landing a strong arm, we could put you up for a night or two. Where are you going?
Oh, that's a good question.
Home.
Home.
Yeah, we really are trying to find a certain person. A Templar lady. Her name is Aura. I don't know.
She's super evil.
If you need to find a lady, he who walks behind cornstalks can help.
But I thought when you went there, you don't ever come back.
No, so you just don't cross it. You can go talk to him, though. Shit, how do you think we talk to him?
Oh.
If he killed you every time you talk to him, he'd be a terrible friend.
Good point.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I think that'd be good.
He's like, and then you can help us get those goddamn Durgans.
The Durgans.
Durgans?
Are they also known?
Like dragons?
And then
you cut out, and I really hoped you were going to say Dirt Boys.
And we cut there, not to stop, but just the audience is also asking questions. We go to commercial break that I won't actually run, but Twitch has given me the means to, so someday I will punish you all.
Really?
Yeah, they gave me ads.
Oh my god. You have an ad button?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, that being said, you're able to come into the Tinklepaw like clan area, right? It's very similar to the construction you saw before. It's probably 9 to 12 buildings at this point. A little bit better repair, but not by a lot, by any means. But all the doors are on, the glass is there, right? There's I don't know what wild dogs do to like trees and landscape. I imagine there's just like a lot of like ruts and runs, right, from like following the same path a lot. And I guess the outhouse is just one big tree, which is disgusting. But,
How big?
Surprised they actually.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, never mind. You went there.
How big is the tree?
large.
Okay, good.
I mean, it's
I
also,
make a mental.
It's also miserable.
And
I make
Nico,
a mental note of that tree, though.
Nico avoids it like with a very, very wide berth. The whole area just stinks to him.
Yeah.
That tree. He's like, won't go near that side of town.
Yeah. We don't like their kind here. Yeah. So we pick up in what appears to be Duncan's like cabin, right? It's a little bit larger. It's a little bit taller. It seems to be 2 stories, which is exciting. Although you're on the first one. When you came in, you saw maybe like 4 more gnolls. Most of them look like Duncan actually seems to be fairly young as far as you can tell. And that's not like, age lines or anything. It's more just like energy, communication, and like coat sheen, right? Like he just there's some life to him that you don't see with a lot of the other ones. But yeah, we like the episode resumes with everybody inside Duncan's cabin. I mean, assuming if anybody wants to be like, no, I'm not comfortable with that, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, they're treating you as friends right now. So, oh look, Squid's back.
Squid's back.
Yay, Squid.
Yeah, but they would, assuming you're fine with it, kind of bring you into the into the cabin there. And he just kind of picks up. He's like, those fucking Durgans, man. I've had them. I've had it with them. I'm sick of them. I can't even talk about them. I'm too mad.
What
then stop
are
talking
they?
It's a smelly old lizard.
Oh, they're dragons.
Yeah, but like, they're not the real ones. Ones that walk on 2 legs. Not 6.
Cobbles.
What?
Waverings?
Crappy tiny dragon people.
Yeah, crappy dragon people's right. He pops a pickle egg into his mouth, and he's just talking with it full.
What do they do?
Stink up everything.
I mean, that's just
that it?
They just do that.
Rude. Try and take our property. Pick fights. They're ugly as sin. They think they founded Bankrupt. No, that's not true. What else? They're jerks.
Is that what you call this place? Bankrupt?
Yeah, it's a good story. You want to hear it?
I'll pass.
I do.
Yeah, he looks at Nico and he looks back at Goose. He's like, I bet you get that a lot, don't you?
Well,
Nico
good.
just kind of like chuckles.
It's like, okay, you got like tax collectors where you're from?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, one threatened, said we owed too much money. We were all going to go bankrupt. And then we ate him and we thought it was funny, so we named the town that.
That's a really good story.
What did you guys do when you were gnomes? Did you also eat people and act like this?
I mean, I'm not that... Oh, hey, thanks, Mike. You finished your stream? Did you win?
Whoa. Woo, Mike.
I mean,
Mike.
I wasn't ever really a gnome.
Oh.
Not really.
You were born a gnoll.
Yeah, but
Well,
like,
you just have the spirit
You're
of a
still a
gnome.
gnome.
yeah, right. Like, you know what I mean?
Heart.
Look at me. I'm not like that gnoll, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, not like Malachi.
Is
Is he actually a gnome?
No, I think he's actually a gnoll.
Look, I don't know. They made me like I'm in charge, but it's only because like I talk good and I hate the Durgans the most. But like Malachi I don't know, I haven't known him that long, but he got weird, you know? His eyes went all white and all his hair fell off, and now he uses like one of those go-get-ems, but like it comes out of his skin.
Oh, he's undead.
No, man, he smell.
You did just
It's-
have
it's,
vein cataracts. That happens in old age and dogs.
Oh, it's a gnoll thing. They're like they're really popular.
What?
It's a gnoll thing. Like they come back and they're all spooky, and they kill people, and they're a really strong addition to the gnoll pack.
Yeah, he's just plotting all the time. He's just thinking about how he's gonna get the Durgans and how he's gonna meet with he who walks behind corn stalks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do we want to talk to he who walks behind corn stalks?
Most definitely. I need to find this Templar lady.
Yeah, he can definitely help you with that. I mean, we gotta like induct you to the clan formally. We gotta anoint you. We gotta wait for the right night. But we can do that. We can get you to he who walks behind corn stalks real quick. It'll just take like one moon.
Oh. 1 moon, you say?
Yeah.
Like a
How long is 1 moon?
It's either a night or a month.
We don't have a month.
Like a short moon or like a long moon.
Oh, just like the next one.
He's not giving me
Goose walks out and kind of looks at the sky.
Yeah, there's no moon. Like.
Oh. Here. I think I have a strategy. I want to try something here. We just need to bring the moon here. So
I know we've been working on bringing the sun back. Scrap that plan. Erase it.
Does anyone have
the moon?
Does anyone have a moon?
Better plan.
All right.
Second sun.
Can I attempt? I want to use Druidcraft to check the weather and see if I can see the moon coming up in the forecast, or if I'll just make another murderous tentacle ball.
Okay, run that one by me again. I apologize. You want to use Druidcraft to do what now?
To technically the harmless sensory effect that predicts the weather to see if the moon shows up or if it's just another murderous tentacle ball.
Yeah, the moon does not show here.
Okay. Oh shucks. Is it another murder ball?
Yeah, I forget exactly what we did with that. It was just like a tiny orb of darkness. It was scary, right?
Oh, it was growing too.
And then it kept, yeah.
And then I poofed it. Yeah. That's bad. Well.
Yeah, it grows pretty quick.
Okay, yeah, I snuff that thing out as quick as I can.
Sure.
Bad news.
Did these Durgans ever talk to he who talks to the corn stalks?
Come on, man. I said it a bunch. I know you know it.
It's he who walks behind corn stalks.
Yeah.
And fuck no. And Durgans are too stupid. They wouldn't even know how. They get lost. Walk through the darkness and eat them alive. No, they got their patron. They worship Silas, the old one.
Wait.
Do I know who that is?
I think we know. Didn't we murder that guy?
No.
Who's the guy we murdered? Or his brother murdered him?
Silas, the old one.
Silas.
Yeah, you murdered, Ebril.
Ebril, that was it. No, shoot, we didn't murder him yet.
Does Goose know Silas?
No, there'd be no reason for you to know Silas.
Alright.
Well, okay, correction. How old are you? Is it over 1,000?
No.
Okay, then no. You don't know Silas.
Dang. Well. So I turn to the Noel, who's been kind of leading us on this. So, for food, do you mostly eat meat, or do you have crops?
There's some corn. You know, that probably checks out, right?
Do you want me to help make your corn grow really good?
Oh, you're like a druid guy?
Yeah.
I don't like druid guys.
Oh,
Last one came through here, started working with Silas.
Nah, Silas seems like a bad dude.
Yeah, that's
right.
right.
I like corn. I like he who walks behind corn stalks.
Damn
he has
right.
corn in his name.
Yeah, we'll put you into the field tomorrow. That'll be good.
Just need 8 hours, double your crops.
Or your money
You'll say
back.
wow every time. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good. I'll just kind of relax and channel my magic and do the 8-hour cast of plant growth tomorrow.
Yeah, you just go out, walk into the field, and start chanting wildly.
For 8 hours.
For 8 hours.
It is
Hey,
8
Duncan.
hours.
You want to channel your inner gnome? I can teach you how to do some tinkering.
I love tinkling. Wait, what'd you say?
Yeah, that's what the tree's for outside.
Goose takes out like a little music box and starts like showing him the inner machinations of it.
He's like, "Oh, that's so little. That's cool. My hands don't do that no more. But I'm big, strong." And he flexes in front of you.
Oh.
Goose also flexes.
Right, and it's the closest you felt to Palor in a long time.
Yeah.
Goose is bringing the light.
All right, Squid, what are you doing?
She's probably just.
Oh, really?
Big mood.
She's probably working on trying to keep herself from eating any of the tinkle paws.
Eating?
Feeding off them.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No.
She just wraps herself up in bat wings, hangs from the ceiling, and goes va va.
Bleh.
Squid want me to find you like an animal to eat or something?
No, she's trying to avoid that path right now.
Okay.
She's probably just gonna take a walk around the outskirts and keep an eye on the area.
That's another thing too. Do we know that you're a vampire?
We've gotten some context clues.
I feel like
She like shuddered and retreated from like magical holy light. Like she's hanging upside down, wrapped in bat wings.
I mean, I don't know that one actually happened, but yeah.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. I just want to check in with everybody, make sure that obviously
I think
Duncan
I would-
likes Goose, but
I think if Kaylin's walking out, Nico's gonna follow and just be like, wonder if Silas will make his way to Moon. And then as he's walking out with Kaylin, say like, I wouldn't mind if you ate one.
Goose doesn't hear this, does he?
No, this is all like hushed.
Okay.
Under his breath.
Kaylin just kind of gives him a look.
okay, cool. Yeah. So, Goose, you're alone with Duncan now. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, when I mean alone with Duncan, like, Duncan's also sent his people away. He's like, yeah, no, go on, it's fine. We're just, look at this cool thing we're doing. And then they're like, I don't care. And he's like, yeah, I know, that's why I said it. So, like, it's just you and him. And he's like, you introduce yourself as Goose, right?
Yeah.
He's like, Mr. Crumplebottom, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
He's like, I need some real help. I don't know what to do, and there ain't nobody I can ask here.
I'm always willing to help. What's wrong?
You know how I keep talking about how much I hate the Durgans?
Yeah.
Well, I hate all of them but one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mr. Crumplebottom, I'm in love with a girl, and I don't know what to do. Her name, Twyla Durgan.
it's Romeo.
Goose's eyes just light up with freaking stars in them. It's like,
Hillbilly, Romeo and Juliet.
Noel and Cobbled, Hillbilly, Romeo. I'm pretty sure Cobbled, whatever. Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, I've always said kobold, but...
Oh, I've heard both. Kobold.
Yeah. I mean, that might be the classic, you know what I mean? Like, it is
I don't know.
ancient, but...
so, what was her name? I gotta write this down.
Twyla Durgan.
Twyla Durgan.
We fucking went so deep on these names, you don't know. You don't even know.
I do know.
Yeah, that's true. If you've been on the team lately, you've heard us yelling about them.
Oh God.
Yeah, Ian gave us the Durgans specifically, so shout out to Ian for
Thank you, Ian.
because we didn't have the other piece of the puzzle until he gave it to us, and then boy, we just fucking ran straight to the fences.
All right. Goose is like super excited. He's like,
Does she know?
Yeah, no, we talk sometimes. We gotta meet, and nobody knows, but they'd be so mad, man. I don't know what do I do?
You gotta make them understand.
Are you kidding me? They've been killing each other for like 200 years or something.
We gotta think of a plan to bring everybody together.
I think I'm just gonna run away with her and not tell anybody.
I mean, that could also work, but then you don't have your family anymore.
Yeah, but like, Malachi's crazy, and Odal wants Oduk wants the town anyway, so he can just have it, and then that'll be okay. We can get out of here. I'll come stay with you. Where do you live?
I live very far away.
He's like, that's good, I gotta get out of here!
I mean, it's not that easy to get there. I don't even know how to get home.
Oh, shit, we got a lot of problems, don't we? Being a gnome is so tough!
It really is. Gnomes gotta stick together.
And then Goose goes for a fist bump.
Yeah, he's like, alright, let's do it, bang.
Yeah, if you guys want to escape, I mean, you do you. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your lives, and I want to see you happy.
He's like, I think you're my best friend.
Well, I think you're my best friend too.
Goose is like really choked up.
Single tear.
Yeah.
Only a single tear?
Yeah, I feel like when Goose cries, like the tears are just big globs.
That's good. Okay, we'll pan away from that for a moment. So, is anyone doing anything else interesting right now?
Making the corn grow real good.
Yeah, are you doing the corn dance?
I'm doing the corn dance. You know, I'm tapping into. It reminds me of once there was this really cool cleric guy, and he worshipped corn, and he was like 8 feet tall. He was a cool dude.
Very cool, dude.
Yeah, yeah. And I can't remember his name, but he beat up a guy who kidnapped animals.
He's a really good dancer.
He was.
I think he had a dance named after him.
Sounds right. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So how do we want to do this? We'll go into a I think we go into like a quick time event where the party can either elect to join the Tinklepaws on like an outing, right? Like, gotta prove yourselves, gotta like, you know, this will get you into the clan, this will get you settled, it'll get you where you need to go, right? Or they can risk, right, going and talking to he who walks behind corn stalks right now.
Well, what's the risk? Being turned into a gnome?
No
Being
idea.
horribly murdered, maybe?
Or you eaten?
Yeah, like, so they trust you, so they're okay with you, like, going and talking to him, but he won't necessarily, like, recognize you as a clan member, so, like, I guess the risk is maybe the information isn't accurate, or, yeah, maybe, there's a higher cost, perhaps.
Oh, I wouldn't mind risking talking to him, like, I just, as long as I'm able to complete the corn dance, like... Maybe he'll respect that. I've given him more corn to walk behind.
Stalk behind.
Yeah,
Stalk behind.
There's no way, like, Nico's just like, there's no way I'm getting inducted into this Knoll clan. These things stink. I want to get out of here as soon as I can.
See, I told you Knolls can be good.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, Squid, what are you thinking?
Yeah, Kim's probably gonna go too. So we just got to say.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, like, they would normally be, like, extremely protective, like, not even necessarily talk a lot about it, but, like, the whole, like, Goose came in, he was, like, super friendly, Duncan's backing you guys, Drib's out there, like, raising more corn from the ground, like...
Doubles it for a year.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, like, I think that they're willing to be like, yeah, you know, if you want to talk to them, but they're like, you know, you gotta, you know, they're Duncan, not they, right? Duncan's like, you gotta be polite, you gotta listen to what he says. He's very weird about it, but he's like, okay, you know, cool, yeah, we can do it.
Should we give him, like, an offering or something?
He's like, oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I don't know what old Malachi gave him to start us off. He's like, some people say we're cursed, but, you know, I mean, I am big. I am hungry all the time, though.
I think.
You cut out there after I think.
Oh, Nico's just expressing he definitely thinks these guys are cursed. He's like, I would have stayed a gnome.
Oh, does he say that?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Oh my god.
I don't know if I'm cutting out, but I'm nodding my head aggressively to say yes.
Yeah, yeah, you think they're cursed.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it might have cut out right when you said yes, actually. No, I'm trying to think back, and I don't know that I heard it, but... Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, like, at this point, it's going to take an awful lot to insult Duncan, you know. He's jiving with the group pretty well. As much as, you know, 50% of them aren't interested in his shenanigans. So...
I think Goose is also trying to formulate, like, the secret plan.
Yeah.
To get him, like, Twyla.
You have him simultaneously going on a date with her, while also being on, like, a hunting party with the rest of the gnolls, and rapidly switch back and forth between them. Hijinks ensue.
We're doing, like, a little makeover and everything. I'm trying to get him, like, all ready and super attractive for a date.
So, we cut to the next morning, walking through an even more flush and lush corn, right?
Yeah.
Field. And it seems like Duncan is taking you, like, he walks out, and then you go around a corner, and then you go back, and you go back the way you came, you double back, he takes you back into town, you come back out, and then you're just wandering in this corn maze for, like, way too long, and he's, like, very clearly lost as he's just sort of, like, wandering. But he never looks, like, concerned. He's not, like, looking back and checking with you guys, like, ooh, sorry, like, he's doing the thing.
This is a strange path.
It's like, yeah, no, it'll do that.
The corn moves?
Well, I mean, like, it waves a little bit, but no, like, you know, he walks, right?
Oh, he moves.
Yeah. He who walks behind corn stalks.
How do you know where he is?
Oh,
well, he's behind the line.
Yeah, well, so the line's different. Like, you can reach him there, but sometimes he's not there. I guess it's like not being home. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I just gave him a lot more corn to stalk behind, so...
Yeah, I think he liked that. I think he's checking it out right now. Oh, fuck, that's a good roll.
Oh, shit.
Was that in character?
Oh man, you rolled that so well, Duncan.
I thought he was just gonna, like, jump out at us or something.
Right, he's like, sorry guys, now I gotta eat you. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I was just not expecting that. Yeah, hot dang, that is a good roll. Yeah! Yeah, so he's wandering around in the corn maze for quite a while. And then, kind of all at once, he's just like, okay, this is as far as going to take you. I actually, I got prior business, and I don't need to talk to him right now because I think he's still mad about the last time. So
what happened last time?
I'm going to go wait over here. You can just take a couple steps, and there's, like, nothing as obvious as, like, oh, look, there's 13 feet of, you know, missing corn, right, in this blank. But, like, there's very clearly seems to be a spot where it's like someone stood there and planted one here, and one there, and one there, and one there, and then moved out in every direction from there. But there's, like, a person-sized spot that there isn't corn.
Okay. Hello?
He's like, no, you gotta go in, you gotta, like, walk into the...
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, no, it's kind of...
Wait, so where's this line we're not supposed to cross?
Oh, that's a different area. No, like, that one's real obvious. That's just, like, a sharp cliff of darkness that you don't come back from.
Cool.
I just don't want to go talk to him because I think he still knows that I didn't go do the thing that he said, and instead I've been talking to somebody else that I can't tell you about.
Okay, thank you.
Goose, like, whispers.
Yeah, yeah.
Goose winks at him.
Yeah, he's like...
You guys. Oh, anyway, into the corn square.
Into the corn.
Over the river and into the corn.
Does anyone not go in?
I would just go in. I'd rather be in the corn talking to Mr. Cornstalks than with these dogs.
This has got to find this lady.
Yeah.
She goes right in.
Okay. Cool. Everybody make a will saving throw.
Oh,
yeah.
shoot. What?
Wait.
What is that under?
Sorry, roll your wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Curse you, other additions.
I'm trying to check what gnome cunning does. Advantage on intelligence.
I'm okay, probably.
Wisdom and charisma saving
Wisdom,
throws.
Dave, your 3-5 is showing, yeah.
Is this magic?
It is magic. What gave that away?
The magical corn squares?
We're having such a magical time.
It's necromancy, if anyone cares.
Oh.
Wait, it's not necromancy? What?
What?
Is that like a pun on for your name?
Advantage. I got
Yeah, you got there.
Okay, so
I'm fine.
Drib, the constant exposure to all of the evil necrotic energies that the Swamp Witch poured into you for some crazy amount of time really did its business.
Oops.
Yeah, fam.
Currently, all of you have pain gripping the inside of your mind and the back of your eyes as they boil away and turn milky white. You will continue to have disadvantage on wisdom checks and saving throws, and you are considered blind.
I was not hit by this, right?
Yes, everyone else was,
Cool.
though.
So
Cool.
Good. We just keep fucking with your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Wait.
blind sight.
Extra blind.
Yeah, no. This removes your blind sight, and you have the presence of there being eyeballs in your eyes again.
Oh.
What?
She's gonna
Crap.
touch her eyes like, what is this?
Yeah, it's been quite a while since I had that sensation.
Cool.
So the only person that can see this creature is Drib, which is great.
Yeah.
Everyone else just hears like the rustling of wind through like tall grass or corn, right? But like very dry, right? Of like that husky sort. It's rubbing together. It's almost like sandpaper dragging across itself. It's hard to differentiate where the voice is going to come from just the noise around you. And I will do my best to make a disparate voice for he who walks behind corn stalks and not just slip into my goofy Duncan voice. Drib, you see like 7 or 8 feet tall, but like very formless human, like almost stick figure-esque, right? With just like a wide body with very long limbs. And where its face would be, but again, is very caricature, right? Like it's just like it's a sphere or an oval, right? But it has clearly defined lamprey mouth.
Ooh, okay. That's fun.
And every time you talk, you see your words kind of turn and like get sucked into this, like it's drawing fog over the top of its teeth. Or through its mouth. It's just like always doing this kind of low sucking noise.
I probably, upon seeing this thing there, kind of like do like a bow and present. I probably have a couple stalks of corn, like ears of corn, the nicer ones that I grew while doing all this, that I maybe poured a little extra druidic magic, and I was like, it's an honor to meet you. I got you some more corn, since we got no information of what you might like.
Yeah, its hand just sort of like reaches out, and then like all you see is darkness for a moment, right? As it puts its hand on top of yours, and it is, cold as the grave. You can see frost forming on tops of your feathers, right?
Oh.
And the corn is gone, and it just you feel it looking at you, although it doesn't have eyes to like handle that situation, and it just goes hilarious.
You know, we probably should have come in here with a little more of a plan of what to ask. We were told to speak with you and that you know what is going on with the gnome gnolls, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah,
may or may not be cursed.
And at some point it moved behind you, although you didn't notice it, although you're able to quickly recalibrate. The rest of your party is kind of sent spiraling or maybe like inward, right, and just steeling themselves for combat, as it says, "They're cursed. They're mine forever. You weren't told to speak with me. You desperately need my information."
Yeah, you are correct, yes. We, I think, are all trying to leave this realm, and you seem like an incredibly powerful and all-knowing being. So, yeah, seems like a good person to ask.
Goose.
You
hear, although the rest of you hear this whispering, I don't know that you can place exactly what it's saying. It says, "I can show you, little one, where she is, where she's going, what you can do to stop her."
I mean, yeah, that's what I need. Also, is this blindness permanent?
Only if you're foolish. Do you want to be big, little boy?
Can I get a reroll on that?
My mother warns me about people like that.
Didn't you like seeing them so tall, so strong, so inspiring?
I mean, I really think that strength comes from within.
Oh my god.
So everyone can hear Goose's replies, although I don't know that you can probably piece together a lot of what's being said, if not everything, right? But Drib, you see he who walks behind corn stalks just like bending itself around Goose, right? Because it's just like this paper thin character being, right? And it's just like lurking over the top of him, and it's doing like the Dave Chappelle Rick James thing with its hands, just like
Cool, I'm not gonna stop him. He can
trying to pull Goose into itself. Just
I should warn you, he who walks behind corn stalks. Goose has an, I should say, indomitable almost will.
He has tasted dark.
He has tasted dark, yet still retains such optimism.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Nico kind of interrupts. He's like, "What can you tell us that Silas can't?"
Yeah. It peels away from Goose and just like a sheet of paper rustling, right? Draws up around you, Nico Veas. And it laughs. You made it laugh. Good job. It cackles. And it says, "I can show you everything. Unlike Silas, I didn't flee. I am not trapped. I love it here."
Okay, so Silas was trapped. So Silas is like a way worse version of you. And he's imprisoned.
Yeah, like if darkness could get angry and mad, like the ground beneath you shakes. Do not compare us again.
You got it.
What do you need, Catman? And what will you give me for it?
We need to get home. What's your price for that?
Conflict.
If you want me to go get those Durgans. we'll get Durgans.
Yes.
Nico, it doesn't specifically say that he's gonna fight the Durgans.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's gonna get the Durgans.
Take care of your little problem.
yeah.
It'll be well taken care of.
Yeah.
We can make conflict happen.
Right. And it, does its weird little, it's they bring it out on wires and it dances over to Kaylin. Goes, not used to being in the dark, are you?
No, but I'm warming up to it.
Yeah. And it does the, I can't think of it. From the new Marvel movies, what the hell is he does the, right, when he's looking at the, Infinity Stones. I can't think of it. Benicio del Toro, I think. Mm-hmm. Right, just does this, weird overacting for a moment. It's so excited at her response. Says, yes, you would take them all down. I'll give you this for nothing. She who would be queen. Your sister's still alive.
Where?
That's it. That's all I'll give for free.
Do I hear him say that, or is that just to Squid, whispery?
I think you can roll a perception.
I'd love to roll perception because I really want to hear that. I don't hear shit.
Yeah.
Nico kind of perks up at that, for a moment. He's like, wait, can you tell me of Inara? Is Inara still alive? Can she be saved?
That was your sister?
Would have been wife.
And
Ooh.
Do you know what happened? Or is that just a plot line you turned over entirely?
I don't know. Well, kind of know what happened. My last memories of her, she was kind of being turned into a zombie, and Nico's been, he doesn't know if she's fully a zombie and unable to be saved, or if she's died during this ritual. He's kind of been holding her as a prisoner with the hopes of curing her.
He's been holding her, or someone has?
He has.
Oof.
Not prisoner per se, but
yeah.
She's kind of she's a zombie at this point. It's
right.
He's just got her in his basement.
Yeah.
Trying to.
Drib, I think you see, again, this is not entirely reality. So somehow you see it, Nico gains its attention and literally pulls it away from Kaylin. This thing is acting, the best way I can describe it is like a Dementor that's the most exciting or the most influenceable, if that's a word, being is kind of what's it's literally flitting like a moth from one to each of you. It doesn't even seem to have a goal as much, but it certainly has information.
I mean, he's not giving us the information, though.
He isn't. Yeah, he doesn't give. You pay.
Yeah, so is it just kind of dangles and dances over the top of Nico? Says, yes, this too we can help with. You seek a cure. You've been trying. Right, and we would see just flashes of all the alchemical experiments Nico's been doing. You've tried everything.
Nico just starts he just starts fumbling through his bag. He's just I have gold. I have what do you need? Just tell me.
Yeah, absolutely. Is anybody doing anything else?
Oh, this is interesting. I'll watch.
Yeah, well, I think Nico's I will give you, seemingly, right, I'll give you whatever. I'll give you everything. I don't care. And it sort of collects itself, and then the same sort of rustling of the plant matter around you, right? As it says, so much you need. Yes. You will bring conflict. You will see them fight, and they will all turn to me. They need me. They all need me. You need me. You want home. You want a path. You want your destiny. You want to fix your mistakes. All this can be done. But you have to choose one first. And then, when everything... And then you just, like, see a vision, right? You're for the three of you who have gone blind, you finally see something, which is probably very exciting, even though it's only been a minute or two. And you just see, like, flashes of, like, the little town of Bankrupt, right? Just everything's on fire. The gnolls, and then for the first time you see these silver-scaled dragonborn, right? Just like bodies across the ground, as well as like them just fighting, right? You see a flash of like the meat shed you were at, more fighting there, and then you see for just a brief moment this massive and coiled dragon just like literally rotting away in front of you. Inside like a fancier but basically Stonehenge, right? Just like the Cyclopean sort of tomb style. You just see all these visions in quick succession when everything is desperate, when they have no one else to help, to turn to. I will give you the rest. So, choose. And then everything goes black. And that's actually where we're going to call it for tonight.
Ooh.
No,
this is cool. This is fun.
So the party will have a little time to decide which they will choose, or if we reassemble in 2 weeks and somebody just yells out the sister wife.
Here's another thing. When Goose saw this stuff, where was Duncan?
Ooh. He can roll a perception to try and pick it out from his memory.
Alright. He wants to know if they made it out. Well, you can never find perception. Fun. It's like I never use it.
Ooh.
Great.
Ooh. Ain't got no
just
sight
too
on
chaotic.
Duncan. Yeah. They don't even look like they're people you've seen. They're clearly gnolls. You know what I mean? Context clues would tell you the Durgans, although you don't know for sure.
Dang it, they're Dragonborn? That's a much bigger problem.
I don't know why in the world you thought it was going to be gnolls versus kobolds.
I mean, I could dream.
I figured... it's woodwoads versus quasits. Yes.
Versus what was the second one there?
Quasits, just like weak demons.
I mean, woodwoads don't die. Like, as long as they're standing on the earth, they just don't die.
Lizard folk's fair. Oh
yeah, true.
Well, I was like workshopping it. I wasn't sure. Like the gnome to null was a very easy one, but it's like, well, if it goes right, are they a dragonborn? If it goes wrong, are they a kobold? Are most of them lizard folk, but the champions are dragonborn or half dragon? Like yeah.
Oh wait, so let's see. If it's gnome to null, then they're Draugr zombies.
Durgar to dragons.
They're dwarves. Dwarves to dragons, probably.
We'll see.
Because they also got tall then.
Okay.
Or it could be the Durgar or whatever like that.
Nah, Riley wins. Kobold to Swobold.
Kobold
but
to
big, strong.
God.
Oh, that's good.
Spam those long boys.
Spam the long boys. Thank you guys so much for playing. I'm interested and super nervous for how this, like, I don't know that we'll spend 12 sessions in this town. I think there are a couple interesting plot hooks depending on how much you want to entrench yourselves with them. It could definitely be a while. But I also knew you might be like, Dave, your weird southern accent, we don't need it.
I need more.
I love Duncan. I will die for Duncan.
Yeah. Duncan.
I need more. Oh shit, that's good roll.
And you will.
Oh shit.
A 99 is not at all what I was expecting. He brought a lot of his power to bear, and that was not what I expected at all. So
Oh, is that why they went blind?
I mean, they failed to check. That's why they went blind. But
Big mood.
yeah. So thank you all for playing. Thanks for making some time tonight and hanging out and going along for this wild ride. It was definitely Halloween themed. You know, we'll do it. We'll continue it. We love Ravenloft, or at least I do. So
it's a good place.
Chat, thank you so much for hanging with us. Super active. Tons of people came in. We got 4 subs, which was wild, and
awesome.
A new follower, which is cool. So yeah, we had a good old session indeed. Big old yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
We made Threadgill very proud today.
Oh yeah, yeet.
So long, space cowboy.
All right, cool. Unless anybody has anything, we'll get out of here.
No.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah. Looks like we just crossed the 2-hour mark, so.
Woo!
We did it.
We nailed it.
This was a good stream.
Good stream. Thank you all so much.
Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Go on now, get.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.